What is going on? I gotta wait just a second because I have to change lanes. Let me turn you around. There you go. I wanted to share the beautiful scenery here and also talk about some of the things that are going on. So you that follow me can absolutely tell that this is not Arizona. It is absolutely wonderful here. It's very beautiful. It is about 60, 70 degrees cooler than I'm used to, and a lot more moisture. So I have to get used to that. But I wanted to come on, I wanted to update you guys, and just, I know some of you probably aren't going to be on. It is early in the morning, and let me just see if I got to get a good convenient position on the road here. Hang on a second. Set the cruise and then we can chat. Okay, there we go. And hopefully I can see the notes if you chat. But so we are not in Arizona, Toto, and we are northbound and down. If you recognize and can tell where we are. But I was just watching the information. I've been checking out this stuff about Nancy and the notes. Was the first, want to see what you think, was the first set of notes real? Was the second set of notes real? Do we still have a crime with the second set of notes if we don't think those are real? I kind of have an idea. I did share it with the FBI a while back and got no response. But I really have an idea on the second notes, I guess we'll say, the Harvey notes. And there is just a lot of clues in those notes that I believe might indicate who's writing them, and if they are tangentially, is that how you say that, associated with anything having to do with what happened to Nancy. And then I was just watching something about Megyn Kelly, and she was talking about the first set of notes, and they were talking about the Apple Watch and the specifics about what Nancy was wearing. And you know, we never knew if it was specifics, isn't this beautiful, if it was specifics about the pajamas or if it was specifics about the night before. She had some exhibition from photographs about Nancy. So who knows? Was the first set of notes even valuable or correct or related to what happened to Nancy? And they were talking about, right, you know, I'd love to know your comments below, whatever. I would love to know if it was a typical ransom, I guess you could say that. If it was a typical kidnapping, if it was a kidnapping, if it was a typical ransom, kidnapping, and something happened, they were talking about why would they still not try to get the money? Why would you go to all that and then apologize and give up the ghost, so to speak? Why would you do that? It absolutely doesn't make criminal sense for criminal minds. So I don't know. This whole case has been perplexing, stressful. It's had a lot of ripple, retaliatory, horrible events, let's just say. It's had a lot of great things, led to a lot of great things, you know. But why can't we have Nancy? Why can't we have Nancy? If they are so regretful in the second note, why can't we have Nancy? right? They were saying on the Megyn Kelly show, and again, I haven't seen these notes. I'm on the road, obviously. That they were regretful and that they did not put the Bitcoin address, like they did not ask for money in the second note because she was dead. Then why would they not tell her where the body is or ransom the body? Just saying, doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense, right? Is this not beautiful? It's beautiful. Not liking the humidity though, but I'm anti-humidity. Anyhow, so just trying to understand that there's a lot of verbiage, we'll say, in the notes that lend me to indicators in the second set of notes. And I cannot wait on that. I cannot wait on that because I have my theories. And as an investigator, you always like to test your theories and see what happens. Now, Megyn Kelly also said, and not focusing on Megyn Kelly, but that was just the last piece that I saw as I'm driving. Megyn Kelly was talking about how Maureen from the FBI, you know, the retired Maureen, blonde-haired Maureen, said that the FBI is 70% onto Porch Guy. And again, that's another, I want to see if I'm right on that. And I wanted to mention that the research, you know, this January 11th photo versus the other video, everything I'm seeing and things that I'm seeing in other cases, those of you who watch my videos will know, because you'll know the moment that I caught it, that Google, and I went and researched it, Google specifications, Google technical specs say only 3 to 6 hours. Only 3 to 6 hours. So if we're talking about this happening at 2 in the morning, which will count in military time, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, that would mean that Porch Guy was out there between 8 and 11 at night. And where was Nancy at 8 and 9? So could that have allowed Porch Guy to get set up? Right? Just thinking. We're just positing. We're speculating. We're investigating. We're thinking. We're positing. So if that's true, and depending on the model of the camera, which I don't know what the model of the camera is, because I haven't paid that much attention to that one, it could be only 3 hours. So then it doesn't mean January 11th. And so we've got the photo where he doesn't have his backpack on. So he's positioned. He's got it ready. He has it off because he's got to take care of business. And he has it on when he's ready to leave the house. Because it's full now. It's just some of my theory. So then it's like, why haven't they, if this is such a grave, hey, whoever's watching, if this is such a grave public threat, right? If it's targeted, I guess we don't have to worry about it. But if it's such a grave public threat, why can you not give us the ethnicity that is totally 100% available? Why can't you give us that and put our minds at ease? The public, the neighborhood that is so crazy town about all that's going on. Hey, whoever's there, thanks for joining me. We're on the road. If you want to ask me some questions live, right now we're talking about Nancy. Put it in the chat and I'll do my best to see it. Say hi. Thanks for being here. Appreciate your support of the channel. you know, why won't they give us the ethnicity that is available, right? I know the DNA, the ethnicity should be available. They should release that. Unless, you know, they think somehow that out of the whole population, the whole national population, that's going to ruin the case. I mean, how many times do we see in regular cases, we get a physical description, we get an age, we get all that. Why can you not give it to us? Who is that? Let's see. Oh, is that, okay, let me get my glasses so I can see. Julie, is that you? Let me see. Oh, uh-oh, I lost it. Hold on. I thought it said Julia. I don't know where it went. Okay, live chat. There we go. All right, I don't know what happened to it. Sorry. Hey, thanks for dropping by. But yeah, so why can't we have the ethnicity? Is this my across the pond Julia, or is this my Arizona Julia? I'm not sure which one. All I know is I saw Julia when it popped up. But yeah, so because if it's my across the pond Julia, we can talk about what we were talking about again with the DNA. But yeah, so I just want to know what the ethnicity is. I have my suspicions based on the body posture and things that I've seen, and I have made that known. It would be typically particularly appropriate given the situation. So we'll see if I'm right. Got our little people getting pulled over here. Yeah, so we'll see about that. So that's Nancy, just talking about that. What else was I going to talk about? I thought I had something else to talk about her. Yeah, no, so I want to know the ethnicity, and I don't think that it's a super secret, and I think that would help the community feel a little safer. There's a lot of, I feel that there's a lot of visible clues, but who knows? That's just my mindset. So where are we headed? We are headed to, we got a request to visit some family, so we are headed to visit some family. And we are going to look at some cases, and we've got some cases. Not that I'm focusing on that, because every identified human is important. Every cold case is important. But we have some unidentified humans of our Native American ethnicity, nationality, origin. And I have somebody I think could really help with that. And we're trying to figure out, I have to try to figure out how to facilitate that so that we can, one, get the information, and then two, use it, because what I'm experiencing here is a big divide between agencies that want to use this technology and aren't even receptive to using this technology, but we also have a lot of capabilities in between getting to forensic genetic genealogy. So many cases that I look at that we have opportunities at the STR level, and we even have opportunities at the general investigative level. So we just have to have the conversation. You know, I've talked to probably 4 retired police, and I hate being negative towards my boys and girls, but they all need to be more receptive about your retired brothers and sisters helping you, let alone the public, because it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And these case numbers and these case stats, I'd be embarrassed. Just saying. We do have the answers. We have more time, we have more resources, and we do have the answers. Just let us help you. It is nothing. You look worse when you have all the answers. That's my point on that. So So I don't know where the chat went. I'm trying to pull the chat up. Julia, do you have any questions? What are you doing today? You know what I'm doing today. So we're going up. We're going up to look at a bunch of cases and trying to decide what cases we're going to follow, what cases we're going to follow live. We got some unsolved cases too. Let me know what you'd like to look at. And that's about it. We're going to be more on the road. Trying to set up some more times where we could be live and we can all talk together, because I think when we can put all the stuff together about the cases, it's wonderful. Everybody brings a great expertise to things, and we can all do more together. Plus, it's good to get together because many of us are sitting like I do behind the computer, which, speaking of the computer, and I really wish, this is the biggest drawback. I have to figure out a way I can do this. And speaking of computer, before I forget, I don't know if you've seen in the community the Help Solve the Case bullpen. Use the code Road Trip and sign up and let me know what you think, all the cases. But I'm so excited because I have finally had a breakthrough on a very, very, very tough case with the genetic genealogy. I have finally mapped a family line, but I can't show you guys. I would love to work those cases live on YouTube, but I can't show you that because of the privacy in the relative matching. And, you know, blurring the screen is no fun because I can't talk about anything. So I would love to have a way to do that. The only way I think that we could do that, and you have to let me know if you're open to that, is having some type of private offline group, like I did with the Kohberger thing, because I'm not going to show gore and all that stuff, right? Can't show all that, not gore, but it's the reality, the evidence and all that, but can't show that on YouTube. And I also can't show the relative matches. So maybe that's something that we'll have to do live in the bullpen or something like that. So if you're interested in following along on the FGG cases, we could like deputize you or something, and we'll bring you in there. I do have permission to do training, right? To use the cases as training. So that might be a good opportunity there. But yeah, so what else do I have? What else do I have to talk about? Yeah, so we got the app up. I'm getting ready to launch another app. It's very cool. Very excited about it. I love dealing with the tech. Making a presentation to an agency when I get back. We've got some court cases to follow. Trying to do the updates. Obviously, I can't do updates while I'm on the road. So yeah, that's it. You can just join me and we'll drive. I do have to get gas probably in about, I don't know, an hour. But let me know what's up with you. Thanks for being here. We have to get to 1,000 subscribers. My goal, and going back to, I was talking to my colleagues, my retired colleagues, and it's so defeating that we all, you know, when you're in the animal, when you're in the beast, when you're in the police department, there are so many restrictions on what you can say, what you can do, what you can monetarily accomplish. But then when you come out as a private citizen, we have so much more resources, we have so much more knowledge, we can speak our mind without retribution from the chain of command, and we can get so much more done. And that just frosts my Fruit Loops that we can't do that. And that has been, unfortunately, a more common conversation recently among my retired brethren and sister. What is that word? If it's brethren, what is the sister word? Sisterin? Brethren and sisterin? I don't know. Or does brethren cover the ladies too? Not sure. But it's very frustrating. So the goal is, one of the things I wanted to talk about was the goal is making sure that I let you guys know that these, and that's why we're on the road, that these unknown humans, these 15,504 people as of yesterday, are the most important part. It should not be about drones and flock cameras and uniform patches and blah, 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 blah. It should be about these victims. And I'm angry about that. And we totally have the capability to do it. So I am loving the change of scenery. Loving this change of scenery. It's much cooler and it's very pretty. So that's the priority. And I was told that I need to open my mouth more and talk about it. So there you go. And we've got over 250,000 cold cases. I mean, it's probably 1 million cold cases. Like, who knows? If we really go in and we pull, you know, that's something I have to write. I'll probably have to write to the president. I don't know if Cash would look at it, but I think I want to write to the president, and maybe we could doge something that they require, not just the UCR, what do they call it now? They call it something else now. The Uniform Crime Index. That thing's called NIBRS. That we make something that they go in and they make them pull all the cold case numbers, and they see what it's really like, how bad this stuff really, really is, and we can get the funding. Because agencies, you know, they shouldn't have to apply for grants and go through all this nonsense. It should be built into the budget. And I just think people are overlooking it. I think they're really, sorry, I didn't mean to be on a rant. I just think they're really overlooking it. And that's not fair. It's not fair. It's disgusting. If this was your parent, you know, everybody's outraged about Nancy and some of these other cases, but you, the public, have no idea the depth. Unless you're a victim, you have no idea the depth of this disgusting backlog, dusty case file, these poor people and their families. Makes me mad. Frost my Fruit Loops. It does. I don't know, that's a new one. I made that up today. Isn't this pretty? Do you know where I am? Where do you think I am? Probably guessed it from the signs. I don't know what happened to the chat. It popped up and then it went away. I have to figure out how to get it back. Beautiful day for a drive. What time is it? I got a half hour. Then I'm hopping on a call. I got a class I'm going to take. What else can we talk about? What else is in the news? Gas prices have been pretty decent. Pretty decent. Could be better. The drive has just been beautiful. So lush. Today is a lot better because the road is more clear. Yesterday on this 2-lane road, it was crazy. Julia, are you still there? Or did you just turn me on and set me down? Which is fine, because we get the views anyhow. Oh, and we have to get to 1,000 subscribers. Somehow, we have to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's the immediate goal. Thumbs up? Okay. Okay. I don't know why I can't see the chat. Top chat, live chat, all messages are visible. I don't know, it went somewhere. Let me know if this is my across the pond, Julia. I do have some interesting information for you, so we'll have to figure out a time to hop on. And I'm thinking this might, I don't know, it might be my Arizona Julia, and that's why you're quiet, because you're probably walking or working out. Is what I'm guessing. But anyhow, I'm glad to have you here. I'm surprised that somebody is up so early. Isn't this beautiful? I kind of miss Northern Nevada being like this. I don't know. Every place has its pluses and its minuses. What else can we talk about? What other cases can we talk about? I'm thinking about going to, God forbid, Jacksonville, going back to Florida for the Jared Bridegan cases, 3 co-defendants. I was thinking, and I'm not sure because I haven't checked it. I don't know if is it Tyler Robinson for Charlie Kirk? I might go back through Utah because I thought it was supposed to start on July 2nd, but I'm not sure. The trial. That might be a zoo. I might go back that way. Look how pretty. Isn't this amazing? Like this looks like Europe. Speaking of across the pond. I'm feeling like a Germany, Switzerland vibe right here. So pretty. Yeah, so what other ones? Murdaugh. Remember offhand. I have so many cases that my AI assistant is following. We're gonna get to some water. I want to go out on a boat. I want to go on a fast speedboat. That will be fun because I missed my boating from Florida. Thank you for keeping me company. I don't know what else to talk about. You want me to count my ABCs? No. Okay. National Shasta Lake. So this must be Mount Shasta. Never been up here. Never been up here before. Don't freak out. It's okay. Cop driving. It's all good. Well trained in all kinds of offensive and defensive driving. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. So pretty. This does remind me of Tahoe. Oh, you can't see the water. Can you see the water? Oh my goodness, I can't get it out of the holder quick enough. It is, oh, beautiful. It reminds me of Tahoe. I'm a little homesick. Former homesick. So pretty. Okay, don't watch because I don't want you to get car sick. Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Don't get car sick. Oh my goodness. I have never seen this before in my life. It is so beautiful. Sorry, I cannot show you. Oh my goodness. It is so pretty. Oh my goodness. The water level looks a little low, but it is very beautiful. Get over here so I don't tag that guy. Wow. This is beautiful. I am a little homesick for Tahoe. Oh man, I really like a pullover. Wow, I'm so sorry I couldn't show you on the curves. Very pretty, very pretty. Maybe you got a glimpse. Whee! We're going downhill. Like I said, don't get car sick. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to find like a little overlook where I could show you. Oh my goodness. Oh, it is. Oh my goodness. I can't stop saying that. It is so beautiful.